Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. On my last video, I shared with you what I do on my face on special days that I like to call my facial at home days or spa at home days, which I like to do once a week. For this video, I'm going to focus on what I do on my body on those days, but I'm also going to tell you what I do and what I use on the skin on my body every day. Contrary to the skin on my face, which faces many different skin issues, the skin on my body is not that complicated. The two main issues that I face is the fact that my skin on my body is dry to very dry, and also I tend to be sensitive to fragrances, so I avoid fragrances when I can. And in this video, almost all products are fragrance free. I have two products only which contain fragrance, and I will mention that when I will show you those products. On my channel, I already have 3 videos where I talk about my favorite products that I like to use on my body. So if you want to know more about all of them, check out those videos. But for this video, I'm only going to talk about what I am currently using on my body. For my everyday routine, I like to take my shower in the winter at night, and I use a cleansing body product from the brand Hydrating that is called a cleansing soothing oil, which is made for dry to very dry skin, including people who suffer from eczema. It's called an oil, but the texture reminds me more of honey than oil. It's easy to spread on the skin. It foams, but not too much. And when you rinse out the product, the skin behind is left soft and moisturizing. I like that the texture and the feeling on the skin when you use this product really feel like a luxury product. It is very pleasing to use. Every day when I use this cleansing gel or cleansing oil, I use it with an exfoliating glove in order to make my skin smooth. I always use a type of exfoliating glove, and my skin likes it. I must say that although my skin is dry to very dry, my skin is quite thick. So when it comes to exfoliating and scrubbing, it's not fragile in that way. When I said sensitive, I meant sensitive to certain ingredients, but it's not fragile. A few times a week, I like to use a pumice stone or a foot rasp on the sole of my feet, because my feet are also very dry and it can be scaly if I don't take care of it properly. And one way to combat that is to use those products maybe once to 3 times a week. And also, I live in Paris, so I walk a lot. I also run. So that can contribute to make your sole of your feet more scaly, more thick, too thick. So to manage that, I use those type of products 1 to 3 times a week in the shower. My last step for my everyday routine is to use a body moisturizer. And again, I use a product that is made for dry to very dry skin, including skin which are prone to eczema. And this time I'm using a product from the brand A-Derma, which is called Eczema Control. It is their emollient cream. And I like to use it because it contains oat in the formula, and oat is really good if you have sensitive and dry skin. Every time I use the body moisturizer, I use it on slightly damp skin. So when I get out of the shower, when I dry my body, I make sure to not fully dry my body, because the moisturizer is more efficient if you use it on slightly damp skin. Those 2 products are products that I've been using for years. They work perfectly for me. One thing that I do sometimes, not all the times, it depends on the weather, it depends on how my skin feels. But sometimes I mix my body cream with a shea butter mix in order to increase the richness of a cream and make it even more moisturizing and nourishing for my skin. As you could see, my everyday routine for my body is simple because the skin on my body does not need more. And I always say that I use skincare for what I need and not what is trendy. On my spa days, which are explained on my previous video, happens once a week, I do a little bit more. First, as I explained on my previous video, I like to have a scented candle in my bathroom who smell very lovely. A spa day should be enjoyable. I also listen to nice music. I need to be relaxed. And on those days, for my body, I start with a foot bath, which is simple. I just put my feet in warm to hot water for around 10 minutes. Because when you do that and when you use a foot rasp after, it's even more efficient. So I do that once a week on my spa days. So when I'm done with my foot bath, I go into the shower. I use the same product, the same cleansing oil / gel. Then I use the pumice stone or the foot rasp on my feet. Then that's when I do something different. I exfoliate my body. I love to exfoliate my body, not just with a exfoliating cloth. I need specific exfoliating products. And currently I use 2 products from the same brand, which is a British brand called Q+A. They have 2 different types of scrubs. One is a mechanical scrub, which is what we see most of the time. The other one is a dual exfoliant, as it contains chemical exfoliant like AHA, but also granules in it, which gives a mechanical scrub as well. I have a video where I reviewed and compared those 2 products in depth, but in terms of feeling on the skin, the main difference is the granules, which are bigger for the vitamin C scrub. They are big, but not too big. They actually have a perfect texture that I enjoy. And the other one has more sparse and fine granules. But in terms of result, I feel that the result is great and similar for both of those products. The dual exfoliating scrub has a sweet scent, and the vitamin C scrub has a kind of orangey citrus scent, and I enjoy both scents. When I'm done scrubbing my body with those products, I rinse out the product. Both products leave the skin feeling soft. So I get out of the shower, I moisturize my body the same way with the hot moisturizing product. But for my feet this time, I'm gonna use a different product. And it is a treatment cream from the brand Eucerin, which uses 30% of urea. It is a product to use on specific areas of your skin which are very dry. And urea at a high concentration is really good to use on scaly foot. It helps to moisturize it, exfoliate it, and make it softer. So when I use this treatment on my foot, I make sure to use a quite thick layer. And because I do that before I go to sleep, I put socks on top of my foot. And when I wake up the next day, the sole of my foot are super soft. So I do that once a week. I think I'm done with the largest part of my body. I got questions a few times, and it also happens in real life, about what I do for my nails, what is my nail routine. And again, I must say that I don't have issues with my nails, so my routine is not complicated. I've never been to have a manicure done. Nobody else but me has ever taken care of my nails. My nails tend to grow fast, so I cut them quite often. I don't know exactly how often, maybe every 2 weeks. I'm not a fan of long nails, so usually the longest I will have my nails grow is what you see on the screen. And Actually, it's quite long for me even here. Usually I cut it before. I prefer to have short nails, and since my nails are elongated, even if they are short, they don't really look short. And also because my nails grow fast, I need to cut it usually every 2 weeks. I use nail polishes, but not all the time. I like to let my nails breathe sometimes, so I don't always use colorful nail polishes on it. But when I do a nail remover, I like to use one without acetone, because every time I tried nail removers with acetone, I found that my nails feels very brittle and dry, and I really don't like that. So although nail polishes without acetone takes more time to remove the nail polishes, I still prefer to use those on my nails. Then the step I use to apply a colorful nail polishes is to use 1 coat of a transparent nail polish base. Then I usually use 2 coats of a colorful nail polish. I have a few brands that I like that I will share with you on the screen. And my last step is to use a top coat, which helps my nail polish last longer. I discovered the one from AC last year and I absolutely love it. When I use it, my nail polishes truly last longer and don't chip until it's time for me to remove my nail polish. And usually I tend to remove my nail polish around every 10 days because again, my nails grow kind of fast. So above 10 days, you can already see that my nails have been growing. So it doesn't look that good. But every time I remove my nail polishes, I don't automatically reapply nail polishes again. I can spend time, as I said, without nail polishes. Now, regarding the shape of my nail, I don't do anything special. I file them just a little bit, but just to maintain their natural shape, which is a kind of rounded square. My nails are good, so I don't want to do anything to destroy them. Very often people talk about their nail products, but they don't talk about what they use on their hands. And for me, when I take care of my nails, I have to take care of my hands as well. So on several videos, I explained that my hands are very dry, similar to my body. So I don't use, actually I can't use any type of random hand wash or even dishwasher because most of them make my hands feel extremely dry to the point that it becomes itchy and it feels like it's burning. Maybe every other year I try cheap brands, but it always backfires. So I live in France, so I don't think that you will find the same dishwasher in your country, but I tried several ones and I found one that does not make my hands feel specifically dry and itchy, so I always buy the same one. Same thing for my hand washes. I actually tend to use products that also work on my body. And for my hands, I always moisturize them with my body cream when I am at home and with my favorite hand cream, which is from CeraVe, when I am outside. For my hands and nails, when I am at home, I also like to mix my cream with a shea butter mix, but this time it's going to be a different mix because I prefer to use heavier oils like castor oil with my shea butter to use on my nails and hands because castor oil is known to be really good for nails. I think I've shared everything. Let me know if you have any questions. Please share in the comment section what you use on your body. Also, please let me know if you have a spa day, a special day where you take care more specifically of your skin on your face and on your body. I want to know everything. Thank you for watching until the end, and I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.